welcome back, 100 Proof Whitetails, back at Pierce Metalworks for episode number 93. We're calling this, I guess, off-season mode activated.
Off-season mode activated.
Yep, so last episode we had just shot the video over at your lease, talking about the food plot, so that's on the YouTube channel if people still haven't checked that out. Yeah, so that's up there. Check out the new kill plot.
You ever post a video of the turkey?
No, I gotta cut that up. I gotta do something with the 2 hours of video.
Oh, you got tomorrow.
Yeah, I do. Other than the weather's been so nice. Gotta get the rest of the garden prepped.
Yep.
Planting season is upon us. How's your asparagus patch? About done for the year?
No. I'm good for another month.
Perfect. I'm gonna take some home with me if it hasn't been cut today.
Check it out.
All right. So we'll roll the sponsors quick. We got Busy Bee Chiropractic and Wellness. Sponsors are up here in this top corner. Support the folks that support us. Busy Bee Chiropractic and Wellness in Newark, New York for all of your chiropractic and wellness needs. Have a nutritionist on site. They have the sauna. I'll be there on Monday for my monthly sauna and adjustment. Keep me feeling good. Go see Dr. Britt. If you've thought about it, don't think about it anymore. Go see a chiropractor, and you'll be glad you did. Busy Bee and Dr. Britt, some of the best. M&R Firewood here in Phelps. They also have their roadside stand down along Seneca Lake, just past Smokin' Pete's down there. For all of your campfire wood, especially right now, it's camping season. It's been kind of kicked off, the unofficial Memorial Day kickoff to summer camping season. People are graduating college, school's letting out. It's coming. So M&R Firewood for all of your firewood needs. They also do face cord deliveries. If you're heating your house with wood or supplementing with wood burning, reach out to M&R Firewood today right here in Phelps, New York, and get yourself some wood. We have Pierce Metalworks, which is hosting the show tonight. We've been alternating here in the off season. And take her away, Nate.
Pierce Metalworks for all your machining and welding, fabricating needs. Give me a call.
Perfect. You got Phelps Fire Department, where we had our youth day. We got to talk about that. I don't know if we'll dig into that too much this episode. That's where we did our youth day last year and gave the money to the local 4-H and FFA. There we go. Locally here with the money raised from that event. So thankful for Phelps Fire Hall for having a venue where we can have events like that, birthday parties, get-togethers, family reunions, anything like that. And they keep the community safe too. So thank you, Phelps Fire Department, for all you do. Heritage Outdoor Sports here in Phelps, New York. I did get signed up for the summer leagues. I got my scorecards. It's prepay only this year for doing the summer leagues, so you got to pay ahead of time for that. But if you're just coming to shoot a week, come pay your phone fee and come shoot the course, hang out as a guest, and knock some targets down. They got 2 different courses now, one going to the left and one going to the right.
I've seen the post of all the stakes.
Yep.
His new stake racks.
Yep. Looks good. Looks good there. So I got to get out and shoot that. I've been shooting a little bit in the yard. Nora likes it, other than she tells everybody that I shoot all the animals whenever we're out. And if she starts seeing animals, she starts asking me to shoot them. So I'm sure we'll get over to Heritage. Maybe I'll go there tomorrow with Nora and I'll shoot around. Kind of break the dust off a little bit. So, for all of your archery needs, they're a certified Tacticam dealer now as well. They got order slips in for the new America 250 bows, like the special commemorative ones and stuff like that with custom finishes. They just announced they had order forms in for that. So if you're looking for a new bow, need a tune-up, want to shoot and stay sharp, go see Heritage. For any of your archery needs and or outdoor products, they'll be able to help you out. Dahmer's Taxidermy, good old Jesse. The Fista, need to have him back on. Has a blast from Black Lake. We did feature the trophy last episode. That's proudly hanging in my office right now. Yep, there's Nate's right over here on the wall next to his weather vane. I love that little weather vane. I found one in my house, by the way.
Barometer.
Yep, I found one in my house. It's one of like a box one. It's got temperature. Yeah. So I'll have to show you that next time you come over. I found that when I was cleaning up the other day.
Yeah, those things are sweet.
But yeah, Dahmer's Taxidermy for all of your European mount needs. As long as it's during deer season, he'll do them. So, and then Whitetail Properties of the Finger Lakes.
He just put a water line in. He might need some money.
Yeah. Yeah, you might. Yeah, they're a little stinky this time of the year. I ended up just burying the
Maybe
one.
you've had them frozen. They're probably all right.
Yeah, if you got them still sitting in the freezer, it'll be fine. But yeah, the one I had, I buried that one and then put a bucket over it so it didn't
Bleach it.
Yeah, bleaching it was out too bad. So we'll see. And
Just
then
a 5-gallon bucket?
no, it's like a tote. Tote over it. And then Whitetail Properties of the Finger Lakes, state or nationwide company. So if you're looking in New York State or any other state, a Whitetail Properties land specialist will be able to help you out. But here in the Finger Lakes, it's Tim Kent, Heather Kent, and myself make up the team here in the Finger Lakes for Whitetail Properties. Been busy, and little tap on the back. Put 3 under contract this week. So, and we're on Wednesday.
Doing good.
Good week.
Yeah.
Good week.
Hannah's happy.
Yep. Now we just gotta get them to the closing table and keep on those darn attorneys and title companies to keep getting stuff closed down, dude. It's been the hiccup lately is just getting stuff closed, but shortly but surely. And then got more showings this weekend and pre-closing inspections, all that good fun stuff, and maybe a new listing or two coming. We'll see. A couple price reductions on a couple listings, and then updating photos once we get some mowing done and stuff like that. Tune them up a little bit, make them shine a little bit up. So a lot of strategy goes into it too. It's not the same as a house. Land's a lot different. So, but yeah, that's what I got. And this is 100 Proof Whitetails. So, and thank you all for tuning in. But we kind of were talking about the off season and what we want to do. So,
Kind of keep the show somewhat interesting.
yeah. So we'll kind of hit a couple current event things, and then talk about, I guess, story bucks or story time, whatever we were going to call it. We'll figure out what we want to call it.
I say we kind of just do it this episode, maybe next episode. Do it for 3-4 if we get a little feedback from it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I know people like stories.
Yep.
They'll sit there and they like to listen to
Yep. And
you know, how a hunt went down, and
they clip up really nice for the stream software and stuff like that too.
yeah, we got to get some shorts out.
Yeah. We got a whole bunch of episodes we got to clip up and get some content out there and just.
You'll have to come over with Nora while I'm working in the shop, and we'll just clip up shit.
Yeah, we could do that. But yeah, this weekend is Arrowfest. I know you said you're too busy. I'm gonna go down. I gotta talk to.
It was a lot of fun last year.
I gotta talk to Hannah. My mom offered to go again. I can't remember. Was my mom there last year? Or was it just you and me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I thought so.
I won the gun.
Yep, that's right.
I should go because all their raffles they do, I do pretty good at.
Yeah, you did really well last year at it. Archery course, hey Nate.
Almost won 2 guns.
Nate, they listened. They split it into open and hunter class finally.
Good for them.
They got tired of what's his face winning for like 4 or 5 straight years with his
open rig.
With his open rig shooting like, you know, a 40-yard woods course. Mm-hmm. Shooting like, you know, shooting up on a, you know, on.
I'm not even a fan of verifiers being on the hunter side of things. But
yeah, you know, I think it's just like when we did the
unless
hunters.
It's raining, then I'm all right with them.
When we did the hunter shoot, yeah, that's exactly. Good luck with it. Like when we did the hunter shoot at Heritage, dude, it was, you know, we didn't put a bar requirement on it. We didn't put that you couldn't use a slider, but it's, if that's your hunting rig, you can use it. Like, you know, but don't be sitting there flipping your bow up and dialing that yardage in, dude. Like, if you're gonna shoot hunter class, you're shooting your hunter bow. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? So they finally split it into 2 classes. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna head down, see if I gotta have Nora tag along with me. If she does, my mom offered to go down with me too. I gotta see what Hannah's got going on, and then Sunday I'm showing ground. So, yep. But busy times. Then the following weekend is Jake's weekend, so make sure that Owen and Clark and all them, make it out to that. So, Jake's Day is at the North Seneca Sportsman's Club, just down the road here from us. It's a 100% free event. There's food provided. There's going to be a bunch of activities for the kids, hands-on with turkey calling station, different wildlife, kind of ask questions, put your hands on furs and antlers and probably bones and stuff like that.
Heritage going to be there doing the bow shoot again?
Heritage is going to be there running the archery tent. They got the BB guns, the 22s, the shotguns for the older kids, for the trap stuff. Yeah, so just a whole bunch of events for the kids. And then noon we do lunch, and then shortly after lunch we do all the prize giveaways. So any kid that attends gets a prize. Bring an extra item for the food pantry, get an extra entry for an additional raffle. We're also going to raffle a gun. We're going to raffle a television. So we're going to be doing a couple side raffles, and what those raffles do is help make this youth day free. So we can pay for the hot dogs and pay for the food and the chips and T-shirts for the tie-dye for the kids and all that stuff. So lots of stuff, some art stuff, like I said, the tie-dye T-shirts, the rock painting. I think they got a couple new ideas this year as well for that. So I think there's going to be a waterfowl area. So just a cool event and day. Glad to be able to contribute to it after going to it as a youth myself. Good to give back to the kids and help out with that. So, and that's no pre-registration required. You can just show up over there at North Seneca Sportsman's Club. Not this Saturday, but the following. So that would be the 13th. I got my date right? 13th, yep. So, and I'll have to wrap up kind of quick. So I don't know if I'll bring Jeff or not, because we're headed right to Hannah's family reunion after that. So
My name's Jeff.
maybe I'll bring Jeff. We'll just bring Jeff and then bring him to the family reunion.
He's part of the family.
He's part of the family. You gonna try a rocker?
Yeah, we'll try a rocker.
The old Sam Adams porch rocker is the drink
The old
of
porch
choice
rocker.
Yeah. So, other than that, dude, I've just been busy on ground. You've been busy. We haven't really been hanging out or talking much since Black Lake.
Wow, Black Lake, and we did a show after Black Lake.
Yep.
We did a show 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's already been 2 weeks.
Yep.
It's almost been a month since Black Lake already.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Welcome to June, buddy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
3 weeks since Black Lake.
Yep. Got your tree cut up. I think we talked about that last show.
Steve did move it out of the way.
Good.
He swung over last night, and we chatted for a little while.
Nice. So he was able to handle it with how we got it cut up?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, they were able to move it out of the way.
I still wish we
He was
got
like,
some...
you didn't want it for firewood, did you? I was like, I really don't care. I was just trying to help you out. And he was like, well, I didn't really want to, chuck it in the hedgerow if you wanted it. I was like, well, if I wanted it, I probably would have got it by now.
I drug it out to the road for you, and I stacked it, and...
Yeah, I think it was a cottonwood anyways. It wasn't any
It was a basswood, yeah.
basswood.
It was just pretty soft, low BTU wood. Yeah. Not like a hard maple or something, but...
Good camp wood.
Yep. Nice little, throw in the back that's just light, relative for its weight. Basswood's pretty light.
But yeah, he was pretty happy about that.
Good. Good deal.
Helping him out there.
Got everything planted up there?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. You gone up and checked your dieback?
It's deader than hell.
I told you.
Nuked it.
Deal.
I should get in there before his stuff starts sprouting and drag it one more time. Now that's dead.
Yeah, stir up a little bit more, maybe give it one little whack, and cut down on some of your weed competition. But When we got to get the stand up too. You haven't done that yet, have you?
Got to get the stand up.
Gotcha.
That's really the last thing, and then it's plots.
Which
It's
actually,
the outlaw plots and the 2 other plots.
I got thinking on that. We got to get over and get your stands off the lease.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day.
I was too. When they asked me, they're like, "Hey, what's the code for the mower so my father-in-law can go run it on his hill?"
I wouldn't even answer that.
No, I did, and I told him. I reiterated it. I'm like, "Well, don't the new guys that you got mowing, use that?" No, they run their own mowers. Dan's like, apparently they said they didn't need it. It's like, okay, well, they must be stupider than I am then. I think I said braver, but I was like, yep. I said, here's my checklist for what needs to be done to it. I didn't service it at the end of last year. I usually do that in the spring. No new blades on it. Hasn't been started yet this year. Then if he hasn't run, if they haven't run it.
I wonder if they have mowers. Do they have mowers like that one?
I don't know. I haven't seen them mowing it. I haven't been over there. I haven't had to go over there because I don't mow it.
Yeah.
So.
Did you mention something to him about the stands?
I didn't yet, but I told him we'd get over there because, of course, when we got, when I got booted off the mowing side of things, it was full on wet spring. It was what, March, April? It was right about when we first had to start mowing, so it would have been April.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about like 2 months ago. But yeah, and who knows? Maybe they'll be like, yeah, you guys can still hunt.
Yeah, I mean, he's still talking to you.
Yep.
You must not have. Doesn't sound like you burnt any bridges.
Well,
it sounds like they're trying something else.
And I told him too. I wasn't trying to burn bridges with it or nothing, but I told him too. I said if he needs, a little tutorial on it or whatever, I said I'd be, happy to figure something out with him if needed to have me swing over and because I don't want to see anybody get hurt. Like, and you know as well as I do, if you mow those hills wrong, you get hurt real quick.
They're steep.
Yep. And his father-in-law's stuff there is just as steep, if not steeper.
I don't know what kind of mowers these guys got, but if they're just normal 0 turns, it might be a little sketchy.
I can't imagine they are, dude. It's probably Brent. Brent probably undercut me. Yeah, whatever. Never know, dude. Never know. But, yep, so we got to get the stands off the lease. Looks like I'm going to be trying to drill some corn in here beginning of next week. That's what I should have done because my mom's on a road trip right now. We should have invited Dad over to do a show here.
Yeah.
That would have been a good one. I didn't even think of that till just now. But tractor, because we got to drill with my tractor because Dad's doesn't have rear remotes to raise and lower the hydraulics. So I got to haul my tractor over there to plant corn. Got all the corn. Drill's been reserved from the county. We're going to try to run this new 6-footer and see what we can come up with. And we're going to be drilling in corn and beans, sister cropping them. See how we go. See how it does. So, Dad's got everything sprayed off, so we're probably going to mow it nice and tight. Should be pretty dead at this point. Mow it nice and tight and be ready to rip.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you got to figure out how to get your tractor over there. Did you figure that out?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Getting it moved Friday afternoon.
Nice.
So, yep. Just made a couple phone calls, and my buddy Tyler Vreeland from high school, he's going to move it for me. So,
sweet.
Yeah. Well, he borrows a work trailer. Well, I don't know. Maybe he's got a new trailer now. Last time he had his own trailer, but since he sold that one, I don't know. Maybe he bought another one. I don't know. He's going to move it for me, he said. So, he's like, Clifton to Lions? Yep. He's like, I could do that. Friday good? Friday's perfect. So, maybe Dad will go start drilling it without me. I know we got, like I said, got a couple things. I won't be able to do it Saturday, but maybe if I get it set up and ready to rock, he'll be able to, run the... Because once you got it set, dude, it's just, you pick it up, you put it down, you pick it up, you put it down. Like, it's not hard. So if we can get it tuned in Friday, if it can get delivered Friday, we'll see. They were talking about delivering it like Monday, though, so might not even be an option. We'll see. we'll see how timelines
Friday
work
would
out.
be all right. I mean, if you can get some in Friday. It's supposed to rain all weekend.
Yeah, I know the tractor's not gonna be able to get moved until Friday afternoon though.
So you're probably not doing anything until Monday next week anyway.
Probably not, but I mean we could probably. I don't know. I told Dad because he's got a set of hydros on his boom of his tractor that you can put a grapple on. I told him all we gotta do is get a hose set and we can run that, just like a set of rear remotes. It's all hydro lines. Like all you just gotta do is just get like build hoses for it, so you can run it with his. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just gotta like make a harness and you know, it's a little custom, but obviously something that we don't have a ton to do.
Start making it.
Well, I know hoses aren't that cheap to make, so I get that. But let me check actually on Facebook, make sure nobody's messaging over there because those don't usually come in real time with it. Looks like Bo Hunt's watching right now. I see you, Bo.
Oh,
I see you.
oh.
We're out of our
Back
public.
around.
We're out of our public comment period for the Ernebuck. So I haven't heard anything in relation to that from New York.
Yeah,
I don't think we will.
I haven't heard anything about it.
It'll be the week before season.
Yeah, like crossbows last year.
Yeah.
It was like a month or not even.
No, it was
Before
less than a
season,
month.
they were
Wasn't
like,
even in the book.
yeah, bring them out.
Yep. So, but no, I mean everything's in pretty good shape. I was in the since last episode. I turkey hunted at the farm. Didn't hear any birds. I think we're in a big population decline. That's what I've been hearing from a lot of people. We're gearing up to do heavy trapping this year. We got a lot of habitat work from the timber harvest that just went in. So hoping we can get some numbers bouncing back, and I think I'm gonna probably plan a couple trips to head north and just lay off everything over at the farm for a couple years and try to let this population really bounce back. You know, all it takes is a couple good springs and a couple good years, and we should be able to bounce it right back up pretty good. So we'll see. But did find a nice shed in the middle of the hardwoods.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
What do you think it was?
One of the 8s, not the big guy. I still don't know if he made it or not. Nobody found his sheds or.
Hank?
Yeah, Hank. Nobody found his sheds, and I don't know. Tuning fork, I know they found the other ones of him. That other nice 3-year-old, those other 2 3-year-olds actually both got found. Sheds got found for him, so yeah, there should be a couple good ones hanging around this year. Again, I'm sure nothing's going to be a booner, but we might have a couple in the 30s, 40s maybe. Solid, good, 4 or 5-year-old bucks to chase. So we'll see. I'm curious how the new logging roads, new access, all that's going to change stuff a little bit. New stand locations, kind of too. A couple here and there.
Hunting a new property.
Some of it, I think so. Yeah. Because even the stuff over on the west side, like we took a fair amount over there by Gravity Cavity too, so that's going to change that spot a little bit. And then of course, once we get into July here, Trevor's coming back out with the dozer to clean the trails up. So we'll have fresh. I mean, the trails are going to be fresh between July, fresh scrape to deer season. We're not going to have to mow them, nothing's going to grow on them in time for that. So we'll just get them knocked in, get them cleaned out. Now that the rain's finally stopped a little bit, and we'll get it going, man. But yep. So
yeah, that'll be nice. So you're gonna knock them right down to dirt. You're not just.
Oh yeah, just re-level them and clean all the ruts out of them and all that stuff. So yep. Which most of them were pretty much empty, and you knew there wasn't a ton of ruts anyway. So it was pretty low impact cutting with the good winter we had. But anyway, so story time, and we're gonna kind of pull this theme into episodes unless folks have questions on food plots, sheds, turkeys. Did you only go out the one time?
Yeah.
I went out for 4.
4 times.
Counting the time going up to Black Lake and the time coming back down from Black Lake. and then I went once at the farm, and that was it. Those are my four hunts this year. So I didn't put a ton of time in. I didn't do any like preseason or during season scouting either. So and that directly leads into success, just like with deer hunting. So that could be part of it too. I wasn't tuned into, I wasn't out there a couple days like I usually do in April. Get out there and look for roost sites, look for signs, scratchings, that kind of shit.
Well, it's hard to do that anymore.
Well, before when we didn't have kids,
Kids.
didn't have as much going on with the side hustles and the jobs, and it changes things, dude.
Yeah. Priorities change.
And I do like turkey hunting. It's great. It's fun. I love working birds, but it's not deer.
I'd rather say
It's not deer.
No. It's the same thing, though, man. I mean, like, someone shoots, like, a big buck. People are, like, overly... It's not the same. If someone shoots... I don't care if he shot a turkey with a 16-inch beard. Most people don't give a shit. You know what I mean? like it's like, all right. You go out and you shoot, like, you shoot a booner, people are going nuts.
Yeah, I mean...
Even people that don't hunt are going nuts.
Yeah.
You tell someone that doesn't hunt that you shot a turkey with a 16-inch beard, they'll be like, is that good?
Turkeys got beards.
Yeah. It's just a whole different...
Yeah.
It's just a whole different thing.
But unless you shot a Jake and then you'll get crucified.
Oh, yeah.
The one thing I'm not a fan of is shooting hens, just I guess out of principle or whatever with it. But
Hey.
if it's got a bird, if she's got a whisker,
That's what I was gonna say. If she's got, I'm that guy. I did let that Jake go this year, though.
yeah, it's probably a domestic bird.
I thought about that. I'm like, because the guy at the end of the road, like the next day, I was driving past there, and there was this bronze and white turkey. You know the hedgerow pines?
Yeah.
Go down the road there. There was a flock of turkeys, and then there was a bronze and white one right in the middle of them. And I'm like, right there in that corner. I'm like, what the frig? And I'm like, oh, it must be the...
Kind of like my bourbons, kind of like that color, bronze.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, must be the neighbor's got a bunch of turkeys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably called one of his in.
Yeah. Habalistrin 61409 says, I have an old Matthews Chill X. I remember those bows. They had like icicles on them and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah. That was a Matthews thing. I want to say that was 2013. I want to say.
That's back when they made like the Monster.
Yep.
And the,
Yep. And it was the only reason I remember that is because I was in college and I was watching a ton of the bow hunter die guys. Do you remember those guys? Yeah. I think they still got the show and stuff like that on YouTube. I don't watch it much anymore.
No, I don't watch it much anymore, but I did like watching them.
Yep.
I related more to what the hell is his name? The red-haired guy, blonde guy, the guy that hunted like permission, where the other guy had. It's kind of like you and me in a way.
Mm-hmm.
The one guy had like his own private piece that he did a lot of work to, and then the other guy had permission and leases and stuff. He bounced around, did a little public.
Gotcha. Yep.
Forget their names. But yeah,
shoots just fine. I don't hunt, just like shoot indoors. Yeah, cool. If you're local to like the Phelps area, man, I'd come out and come shoot Heritage. Get outside and shoot a little bit too. I'm not a huge fan of shooting inside, but I like the 3D archery and we'll probably do a couple shoots. I'll be down, like I said, at the Arrowfest here this weekend in Wellsville, and I'll shoot that course. That's why I want to kind of shoot it a couple more times. Yeah. See some targets, but I don't know. They had some good shots last year, dude. With some of like the layouts and shooting between trees and the brush and stuff, they had them tucked in nice. It wasn't just an alleyway and a target. You had to work for a couple of them.
I'll come out and shoot with you guys a couple times.
Yeah. Yeah. But
just remind you,
Yeah, remind you where your place is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's put you back in your play.
Keep us in line, Mr. RBD. Yeah. So.
Yeah, they're hobbill. I don't know, hobblist.
Yeah.
I'll call you H, because that's what
Yeah.
it says. H, you know what? You should go out and try it. It's a blast. 3D shoots are a blast.
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually almost kind of like a picnic afterwards. There's usually food afterwards. Everyone hangs out and talks. Sometimes they do like raffles or something. It's a good time.
Yep.
If you go to any of those 3D shoots, or I guess you get into an outdoor 3D league like Ben's talking. But if you just want to go and shoot one, it's
Yeah,
a
there's
lot
a
of fun.
couple dozen every summer throughout the state. You know, if you're anywhere in New York, I'm sure they got them in other states too. But you know, I can only speak for the New York stuff.
PA.
PA's
We
got
know
a
a
bunch.
couple. We know a couple of the PA ones. Ram.
Yep, the Ram one for the RBD stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to say that would probably be starting. Don't they do the first one in May? I think.
Could be.
Usually, right? Because then they have the final one around July.
Mm-hmm.
But we do Finanza. Finanza's a great time.
Finanza was fun last year. It was the first time I did it.
Yep. Finanza will be a good one. That's always fun.
Laid back.
It's a nice drive for us if we want to come home at night.
It's only like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But did you or me make a shoot off last year?
I made the shoot off.
You made the shoot.
No, I got bumped last minute on it.
I don't think I made the shoot off.
I got bumped last minute. That's what it was.
I was in between.
Yep. Yep. So. But. Nope. But anyway, what do you think of the rocker?
It's good. It reminds me of like a lemon drop.
Yeah, it's kind of just a crisp summer beer. Like it's not. It's not gonna knock your socks off, but it's like a good, just sipping beer, I guess.
Or rocker.
Chickens are getting big. They'll be laying here in probably another 2 months.
Yeah, something like that.
August, July, or August, September.
Yeah, they like to come in here. Drive me nuts.
No, they're just exploring. Yep.
Came in here the other day. There was 2 of them on top of my machine.
Oh, I get it. Hobblist is an early human. That's the origin of the name, and then TN is for Tennessee. Gotcha.
Cool. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in from Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Tennessee. We need to get like one of those like pin maps. We've been all over the United States.
Early on, we were in
Rooms
China.
We were in China, but then Jesse's account got hacked.
Jesse thought he was getting hacked.
But yeah, so story time on that was one of your maple lawn bucks you were saying?
Yeah, this was actually my first, like nice buck that was a bow kill. This is, I shot him, what did I say? 10/18/2011.
October. Mid-October buck.
Mid-October. If Jesse's listening to this, he'll know what I'm talking about. Also my brother, but there was a really thick finger that jutted out almost like a hedgerow, but there was like some ditches and stuff in it for drainage for the surrounding fields. The farmers, my last year hunting there, the farmers actually went through and took all that out, but the deer loved the bed in there, so I was on the northwest corner of that, and it was pretty hard to like, because you had to access, you almost had to walk by it, you almost had to walk out and around to get up to that stand, because if there was anything bedding in there, you'd bump them out. So I remember getting up in there, and it was a hang-on stand, and I had screw-in pegs, and I climb up in there. I was probably 18 feet, 20 feet, and I think a button buck came by early on. and I hit the horns about half hour, 45 minutes before legal. Nothing happened. And then off to my left, where I was staying, which would have been off to the west, was just a big alfalfa field at the time. And I think some deer came out off the hill on the other side of that alfalfa field, and I'm watching them. And, you know, it starts rolling into that last hour, like the magic hour. And it's rolling on, rolling on. I seen another buck come out of the bedding area and cross and go over to those deer that were feeding, those doe that came off the hill. It was, I don't know, he didn't look like a very big buck. But I remember watching him, and this guy, I think I hit the horns again the last 15 minutes, kind of a latch ditch resort.
Mm-hmm.
Grunted, hit the horns, and he come straight through, and there was a strip of corn right on the edge before it got to that alfalfa field. And I could hear him like thrash in the corn. So I stand up and get my bow, and I could hear him like brushing the corn, getting closer. And he came up and gave me 15-yard shot. Blatted him. Bat. I don't even think I needed to. But he was standing there eating corn, and let him have it. And he went about, I don't know, 30 yards piled up.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, back then in 2011, man, that was, how many years ago?
15.
Yeah,
It'll be 15 deer seasons ago this year.
15 deer seasons ago. I shot him, and yeah, I was so pumped and so proud of this deer because I only shot probably 4 points, 6 points, spike horns up until this deer.
Mm-hmm.
This deer was kind of the one that broke a little bit of the mold for me. Kind of, it took me, I started hunting when I was 16. So in 2011, I would have been 20.
Well, that's when we had to hunt back then, dude. You didn't have this 12-year-old thing now.
Yeah. So 60, it took me 4 years to kill a decent buck. And I'm talking, it was me obsessing day in, day out, year round. You could ask my friends, you could ask, even like my wife, because she was around back then. We weren't dating or anything, but she was around. Like I would come home and I would sit there and I would just watch the Drury Brothers, just to watch hunting or anything. Like I wanted to do everything to kill a big buck. And this guy was almost like a breath of fresh air after 4 years of freaking grinding and trying
everything
this and
coming
trying
together.
that. And then looking back on what I was doing and what I know now, you know how many times I just screwed up the whole property. I didn't even know it. I thought I was doing something. Like, I didn't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's all part of it, dude. You
But
live
you
and
grow, you learn, my uncle,
Uncle Josh is a big
Uncle
part of
Josh
it.
was a big part of helping me out. I'd run shit by him at what I'm doing, and he goes, well, you should probably do it this way, because it's probably, blah, blah. He was a big help.
Because Plapp didn't really hunt.
No, my dad was always more of like a camaraderie hunter. He'd
Yeah.
go out like opening day, then he was always there for the
Deer campy kind of stuff.
yeah, the deer camp kind of thing, which is cool. There's a lot of guys like that, but I always wanted to be a little more involved with it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can ask my brother, because that was the year after my brother shot that big 10. And I won't get into that story, but
That's the BJ buck, isn't it? Yeah.
That's the BJ buck. The 10, yeah.
Yeah, the big John buck.
Yeah. So, yeah, this deer here is gonna be embedded in my mind forever.
Mm-hmm.
He
I like this, dude. I like the throwback stories. So we'll have to pick one because we'll be at down at the bar for the next
week.
one. So you can pick one off the wall and we'll tell the story. And there's a bunch of them, since we've been doing the show now. What, 4 or 5 years probably? I don't know. Let's look back how long we've been doing it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if he was an 8-point, he'd definitely break 100 inches, but I think he's somewhere probably around 90.
Yeah, I think he's right there in the low mid 90s. He's got good beams. He's got good
He's
twos.
tall. Comes off his head tall.
He's got solid mass, even out on his beam tips.
And then looking at him, thinking about it back then, I think I would put him at 3, maybe 2.
He's got real good bases. I mean,
And
if
he's
you look
got
at
some
those
junk
burls,
kickers.
Yeah, if you got the burls on there, dude, and we talk about that a lot with the 6s.
You start getting junk around the base, it's usually 3.
Yeah, no, and that pedicle. I mean, he's got some trash with it, but I can't hardly get my hand around the burr, So I would say he's 3 based on mass alone, as an indicator.
I mean, I didn't know back then. I didn't know anything about a bottom jaw.
Yep, he was just 6. He's 6 points, so he's a 6-year-old, right? He's going downhill, Nate. Well, but a lot of guys would be like, "Oh, that buck's going downhill like this," which some of them are. Some of them are just never.
My favorite one is he's got a lot of gray in his face. He must be old. I'm like, oh my god.
All the old adages.
Oh my god. But yeah, this was
so
very memorable.
What number buck was that with your bow?
Oh shit. 10.
Number buck, not number deer.
Number buck.
9. What one do you think it was with your bow?
Counting button bucks?
I don't know.
Shot a lot of button bucks back then.
Hey, dude.
With my bow,
dude, we've all killed button bucks. It happens. If it
back
happens,
then I didn't care.
If it happens, dude, you ain't a killer.
I was browning down back then.
If it didn't happen, you ain't a killer.
Well, I mean, it would probably have to be buck 16, 20. It was probably my 5th buck. He was probably my 5th buck, like with antlers on his head.
Like total buck.
Total buck. If you want to count a spike horn.
Yeah. But he wasn't your first bow buck, is what I was kind of asking.
No, he wasn't my first bow buck.
Gotcha.
My first bow buck is in my house in the upstairs bathroom, and his spikes.
He's a towel rack. That's right.
No, he was with a gun.
Oh.
My first bow buck was a spike, also though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where his rack is.
Yeah.
I might have cut his up and made him into smoking pipes.
The things we do 15, 20 years ago. Literally.
I don't know.
Literally. Hab had a couple questions. Do you remember what bow you shot him with?
Hoyt Charger. Caleb has that bow right now.
Hoyt Charger. And then he said, 2011, you must have been in a stand and not a saddle. I've never hunted out of a saddle.
I've never hunted out of a saddle.
I've been in one at like a trade show, but that's it. I've never been on a tree in one.
Never had the desire to hunt out of a saddle.
Closest thing is a lineman belt set in stands with a harness. That's
Closest thing for me would be a climber.
Yeah. So we're not big saddle guys. And then what bows do you both shoot? So I shoot a Matthews.
Hoyt.
What is it? I can't even think what the heck the model is of mine. It's just a Matthews. It's a Matthews. It's got bottomland limbs. I like it.
You got the brand new one. Lift.
Yeah. Yeah, lift. Thank you, Nate. The 29-inch or 29.5 lift from last year.
And then I shoot a Hoyt Axis.
Yep.
Axios.
Hab said never had the desire either to shoot or hunt out of a saddle. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we kind of called them death diapers. I don't know if I'm sure we heard that term somewhere else, but.
I don't know. I mean, if I hunted more public and I like had
big acreage.
Yeah, I had like a short window to hunt and I had to kind of bounce around a lot to try and make something happen.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's the way to do it.
If we were more mobile, but our more thing is scout, preset stands, once in a while with a climber and hot sign, or
that's what I use my climber for.
With the
like
sticks and
scouting spots.
Yeah, with the sticks and the clamp on, like I got too in a pinch. That works pretty good.
And then, but I mean, I could see the saddle. You going in and use it as like a scouting thing. You're just gonna hang there for one sit and like see what's going on, watch the deer movement.
Observation type stuff. Yeah. No, I think it's definitely got a place. I'm not knocking it. And there's guys that's all they run, dude. And to be honest, it would be cheaper probably to run one saddle than it would be to run
35 stands.
40 stands probably now, whatever it is. But that's been decades in the making, like some of those stands are literally, not just figuratively, but literally grown into trees.
Yeah.
Like there's ones I've tried to move that are never getting moved unless I cut the tree down.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a few we gotta get out too. I got a couple at the farm. I got one new spot at Grandma's for sure. I want to put one, and I'm gonna see how much corn we get in because I might want to drill some buckwheat in over at Grandma's too. We'll see. But
I'm running all 100 proof.
Well, I'm gonna run 100 proof behind the buckwheat. Buckwheat's just a cover crop to get the soil better a little bit over there. Grandma's is a little bit lean. It needs some love.
Grass field edge, food plot, 100 proof. Donut plot, 100 proof.
The donut.
Outlaw plots, 100 proof.
Stack it.
I'm telling you. I got a funky feeling about that donut plot.
Mm-hmm.
Something crazy's gonna happen in there.
Anyone ever hunt deer walking, stalking? Any stories?
Well, you should tune in when Jesse's on.
Yep,
He thinks he's Indian. I guess he is like 1%. Like they will allow him on the res.
I didn't know that.
He'll talk to you about it.
Yeah, Jesse's the stalking. I've only ever
My stalking days were a little bit before I shot him, and they all ran. I guess I stalk like a white man. I can't handle it.
Yeah. So, no, we got. I'm trying to think. I've killed two does from the ground, and both of them were either walking in or kind of walking out, happenstance situations really. My first, actually, it's a funny. So this is a good story with stalking, roundabout story. So I was walking in to a stand one time, a few years back at this point, and this is when I first started hunting with the pistol. I think it was the first season I hunted with the pistol. Actually, I know it was the first season I hunted with the pistol. And
that was like 2-3 years ago.
No, it's going on 5 now, dude.
Really?
Yeah. So probably 4 or 5 years ago it would be now. 'Cause yeah, I killed St. Patrick 4 years ago. That was, I think, the second or third year.
Yeah, man, it's been. The 150 was 8 years ago.
Yeah. Starts to add up.
Continue. Sorry.
So I was working into a stand. I was getting in late that morning, and I was walking in, and I was coming down the dump hill. You know where I'm at. Mm-hmm. Coming down the dump hill, and I just
Love
get
the dump hill.
Yeah.
I think it's my favorite spot in the whole farm.
Yeah, especially now with the new skid roads and shit. Nate helped me put the stand out where I killed
6-pack.
We killed 6-pack. I mean, I've killed bud down there. I killed a lot of deer in that 100-yard radius of the dump. I've killed a lot of bucks, literally, and Hornet I've killed within 100 yards of the dump. Killed outlaw within 100 yards of the dump. I've also missed a couple deer down there within 100 yards of the dump. Anyway, so I was dropping down into the dump stand that morning. I was getting in late. Wasn't getting the thermal pull like I wanted to, and I was kind of sitting in the truck, and I was like, well, I'm out here. So I was stalking in, and I could just get down on the bottom, which is only about 10, 15 yards before the ladder. Once you get down on the bottom there where it starts flattening out. So I'm just in the flat in the bottom, and I throw a little milkweed, and I'm not getting any pull. So I was like, fuck. I was like, well, I'm going to walk across the dump bottom to that shagbark hickory that's across that little wet spot and on that logging road. So I was like, I'm just going to walk this edge nice and slow, just take my time. So I get just into that little wet spot in the woods where the spice bush is, and this group of does, dude, just kind of, I don't even hear them. I'm just kind of sitting there, and I'm trying not to be loud with the freaking mud on my boots and shit. And I get just about across the wet spot, and it's like I walked into them, and maybe I did, but like I kind of just look up and kind of become aware of what's going on, and there's like 7 does like within 40 yards of me. And I'm just like, wow, this happened. And then so I'm sitting there, and I'm like, well, okay. So I pulled the pistol out, so the rifle on my shoulder. I pulled the pistol out because I'm like, they're all basically within freaking range. And I'm like, turn the red dot on, make sure that's good. And I take like 2 little small steps against this, I think it was a hickory tree too down in there, a little smooth bark hickory. I lean up against that, and this big doe, she picks me off as I kind of lean into the tree to kind of steady myself. And kind of picks me off, but then starts going back to feeding there in that little grove of hickories. And I was like, okay, cool, I didn't get caught. And I'm just watching these deer, and I'm like, in them, dude. And it was just so cool to watch them feed. They had no clue I was there. Wind was perfect, coming out of the south, blowing into that open hardwoods. And I was like, man, I could shoot my first deer with the pistol on the ground, walking in, stalked in on them, and sure enough, that big doe, as soon as I'm thinking that big doe looks at me again, and I'm like, fuck. And she's got me kind of pinned this time. She's starting to do the bob. The first time, she put the head up, looked, and then went back down to feeding. This time, she's kind of got that bob going, you know, like, oh, this ain't right.
Yeah, she gone.
And so, kind of in one motion, I come up to set with the pistol, and I got a nice brace on the tree, so I feel pretty steady. She's probably, dude, it's less than like me to your truck. I know you guys can't see it, but she's probably like 20, 22 fucking yards. Like, she's right there. And she's like just slightly quartering to, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to take that shot. I've never shot a deer with my pistol either. I don't know. Rifle, slightly quartering to, I follow that leg up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But with the pistol, I'm like, I don't know. So, of course, the heart starts going a little bit. And I'm like, I just need you to turn. What she do? She turns, and she starts walking straight at me. I was like, I don't want you to turn that way. She gets to probably 15 yards, and then that's when, like you said, jig was up. And obviously, I'm not going to run a pop shot on her, but that was my kind of stalking story, intentionally / not intentionally. But I've killed 2 on the ground, or 2 or 3, all does. I've never killed a buck on the ground. Other than my first bow buck, which actually would be a good story. My first bow buck that I finished off on the ground. That'd be a good one for the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
That was a roller coaster of a story. So I guess where I was going through with that pistol story and how I knew it was the first one. So I got up on stand finally, and the first buck I ever passed with the pistol was Dono. Out of that stand that day that I had let that doe go. So, well, not let her go, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
How it worked out.
Yep.
Even though you spooked him out of there, the hunt wasn't over.
Yep. No, he came out of the bedding that they went up back into the orchard when they spooked, which I'm assuming that's where they came out of with the wind. Either that or they were bedded there on the top. And he came out of the bedding area that they went into. So like, and then I ended up killing him 2 or 3 years later with the pistol, of all things. The first buck I passed with a pistol, which I have his shed from that year when I passed him, which is also really cool. Hab says, "What's your scent control routine?" That's a good question. We'll hit that one and I guess kind of wrap it up for the night because we're right at that 1 hour mark. Perfect. But yeah, mine is scent-free wash. I use a Limit Shield as the scent product that I like to use. I don't use any like cover scents or like deer urines or anything like that typically. Rubber boots, and then I'm spraying down with a Limit Shield. That's the product that I use mostly is a Limit Shield, and then if I'm going to a hunting property, I'll do what I call a roadside bath with their scent-free foam soap stuff, and I got a whole video on that on the YouTube channel too. So it's that's kind of a quick, easy version of it, but everything's in scent-free totes, and then ozone treated. You know, in between hunts, base layers only get max at 2 hunts, and then I swap them out to get washed. But my outers, because they're not riding in the truck and stuff like that, they're going in the scent-free tote after the hunt. I'll get most of the season out of that as long as I'm not sweating in them, and I can get a decent, ozone treat on it. But that's what I kind of do with it, and then boots don't ride in the truck. Boots are always in a tote of their own in the back. So, I mean, I'm a little bit more anal than some people with some of it, but it's pretty straightforward and easy. And then the biggest thing is you still hunt smart and hunt the wind. Like you still can't 100% beat it. No. It doesn't matter how much you do, but
no, I like dead downwind products. I like to take a shower with their shampoo or their bar of soap. I have an ozone closet. I usually give my clothes like a 5-minute bath, at least the outers. The inners. I mean, the ozone takes elastic out of anything.
That's why I don't run the base layers on it, dude. Because it eats the frickin' elastic in the waistband.
Yeah. So, I mean, I have, but usually I'll just rewash my under layers, the compression layer, sometimes the cotton layer. And then when I get out there, I like to use
You like the Evercom?
Evercom, that Conquest. I put a little nick of that on the heel of my boot, both of my boots when I'm walking in, and I've had deer follow the track in, and I've had cross my track with it, and I mean, it's never 100% like you said. I mean, you will get screwed every once in a while, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And I use a field spray when I get out there. I'll do a little quick squirt down a field spray and head on out.
And the other thing with the scent control routine, I guess that we didn't talk about, is like waiting for the right wind for that stand, but also talking about the access to that stand. Like that's some of the best scent control you can have, is not blowing out the area you're trying to hunt with the way you're accessing into that stand either. So that's the biggest thing, is the less that they know you're there with the way you access it. Honestly, you can, when you're on stand if you got it kind of set up right and you can manipulate it a little bit, it's a pretty low probability that even if you did smell bad or smoked or anything like that, if it's drawn up the way you got it planned out, you should be good, even if you smell bad. But they don't always read the script in the playbook. I've had them come in on the wrong side of the tree, and you know, we've all been there with that side of it. So,
and you know, there's guys out there that shoot big bucks with a cigarette hanging out of their mouth. I mean, it's.
And there's guys that does Jesse the one that smokes his clothes, or has he smoked his clothes?
He
No,
does.
I meant like put him over a campfire.
He might have. He might have tried that. I don't know. I forget who said.
Because I know there's a lot of guys that like doing the smoke their clothes.
Yeah.
Like they've been sitting at a campfire for a week.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it depends on the time of year. I mean, if you go out early bow season smelling like smoke, I feel like you're kind of out of place.
Yeah.
But if you're in an area where there's a lot of wood stoves going,
well,
I feel like you might blend in a little better.
Yeah, same thing. Like, you know, there's a couple places I've hunted in the past that you kind of walk past a little area of like the barnyard or something like that. So you step in some cow shit or, you know, something like that. Or walking in and it's the right time of the year and the apples are dropping everywhere and I smash the apples all over my boots when I'm walking in. You know what I mean? Like, there's stuff like that I do too. But it's not something I actively go out there and do.
And none of it's definitely 100%.
In the past, I've put chickens are getting your trailer unpacked for you. In the past, I did put pine boughs in with my boot totes. But I think one time it baked out in the sun and it made like a really, really weird, funky scent in there. And ever since then, I don't put pine boughs in my boot tote anymore. That and it makes them sticky, putting the sap shit on them.
It's tough putting that organic stuff on because after a while, everything organic turns to
Musty.
That bacteria smell, and you know, bacteria is what eats things away.
And ozone eats bacteria.
And then
Which is nice.
well, ozone eats bacteria, and dead downwind actually has enzymes in it that are
Designed for that
designed to actually attack odor making bacteria. But yeah, so that's a little touch on what we do, and I think it's a good time to wrap it up. I'm hungry.
Yeah, you got subbies.
Get a sandwich.
Call it a night on the Facebook. So thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate it. We'll be getting some of these shorts up and some more in the field videos. And we'll see you guys in 2 weeks or so.
All right.
All right.
See you.
See you.